Hi guys, Mike here. This is a video response to Jameson Caine's 245 sub contest. Congratulations on the subs, and wanted to support your channel by sending in a video response of my own. Really enjoying the channel. I'm quite a new subscriber, and I found it through this contest through someone else's link, and I'm really loving the tax return story. Kind of reminds me of me and my missus kind of trying to barter who's getting what, when, and where, and how much can you spend. So that's really cool, and hope to see some more of those coming. Right then, back to your questions. Get your questions. How did you get started in the hobby? I've been in the hobby quite some time, on and off. Started about 25 or so years ago with Dungeons and Dragons and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And then kind of evolved from there. Really got into the board games, Hero Quest and Talisman and stuff like that back in the first edition. Then went into my local games shop. I don't think it was a games workshop at the time. It was just a hobby shop, and they had this thing called Rogue Trader, and they had these like things called Space Marines, and they were the best thing I'd ever seen in my life, and that kind of sent me on the journey, really. So that's how I got started in the hobby, Dungeons and Dragons. Are you a gamer or a hobbyist? Hobbyist, to be fair. Haven't played a game of Warhammer 40k since 3rd edition, basically. I've got the current 40k rulebook and have read it and have tried to kind of have a game. Have had a few games in Games Workshop stores, but not really had a proper game. More of a hobbyist, more of a painter, more of a collector, and at the moment working on a Blood Angel army effectively. So yeah, more of a hobbyist, and do very much enjoy the hobby side of the hobbying side of the hobby. What was the first model you assembled and painted? These are probably two different models actually. The first model I ever painted was a Chaos Wizard. This was my wizard figure when we were playing Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, and he was my character, if you like. And his name was Corvus Blood Reaper. He was a character in some Games Workshop or Citadel top trump cards, and it was the figure I managed to get from my local game store. So that was the first figure I ever painted. First figure I ever assembled was roughly about the same time when we were putting some monsters together for our D&D games, and it was a Minotaur, 4-part. I think it was the body, 2 arms and a head, and that was the first figure I ever assembled. Don't have them anymore. What's your favourite paint? Bit of a crossroads at the moment on this. I've only ever used GW paints, and I have liked GW paints since back in the day, since they first come out, and I've been through all the changes with them, and I'm kind of stuck now. Now they've changed them again. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the new GW paints or try a new paint system altogether. So I'm probably going to I don't know. I'm going to get a few pots of each of the main players, if you like, and have a go and see what's going to go on with those, and see what new paint system I might be able to use. But my favourite paint of all time, Devlin Mud, without question. I think I use it on absolutely everything. And some guy in Games Workshop told me once that one of his colleagues referred to it as Jesus juice to the mother of a kid, and the Games Workshop employee ended up getting the sack. So that made me laugh. But anyway, Devlin Mud, and again, crossroads in my whole painting system. How would you rate yourself as a painter? 1 being Spastic Gimp and 10 being Golden Demon. 5 or 6 on a really good day. 4 generally. I mean, if 10's Golden Demon, yeah, probably a 4 to 6, depending on the model, depending on my level of motivation on the day, depending on the mood I'm in, and sort of, my kind of state of mind, if you like. But yeah, between a 4 and a 6, I'd say. I'd like to get up to Golden Demon stage, but I'm not sure if I've got the patience, to be honest. But that kind of brings me into the next question. What are your goals as a painter? Few goals really. Maybe to get to Golden Demon stage, maybe to have that patience and be able to paint a figure for 60 hours or whatever it takes to knock out a Golden Demon type figure. But also another goal as a painter is with the airbrush. I've been airbrushing for about a year and I'm getting much better at it, but still a lot to learn. Doing some kind of tutorial things for some books I've got. Trying to teach yourself how to airbrush, which is tricky, but I am getting better. So yes, making my score go more up to the 10 Golden Demon and more airbrushing techniques. What does your wife, girlfriend, other half, or your family think of your hobby? The wife is very supportive. She'd rather me be sitting with her in the house doing painting and modelling and stuff rather than going out on the beer, which I don't do very often these days. But she does roll her eyes a lot, and she is perplexed about the amount of money it costs, especially when the Reaver Titan dropped through the door, and she knows how much stuff costs now, so I'm stuffed, to be fair. So yes, she's very supportive, but she's a bit of an eye roller. You know the one. Yeah, that one. We've all seen that, haven't we? Have you personally experienced any ridicule for your hobby? I wouldn't say ridicule. Definitely eye rolling from the missus. Definitely had that. Definitely had comments from my work colleagues when they ask, what do you do in your spare time, that sort of stuff, and you tell them. But when they actually see the figures and they see the end result, they're actually quite impressed. So I wouldn't say ridicule. A bit of friendly ribbing because they don't understand it, and things people don't understand, people mock, don't they, or take the Mickey out of. So that's that. Have you ever thought about giving up the hobby? No is the answer. Like I said, started back 25 years ago. Came out of the hobby when I went to university when I was sort of 18, 19, and stayed out of the hobby for probably about 10 years actually. But everywhere I moved to, every house I lived in, I had a toolbox full of my stuff, paints and brushes and glues and stuff. Always came with me, so it must have always been in the back of my mind that I wasn't going to give the hobby up because I'd have sold it or chucked it out. So yes, and now I'm heavily invested into it in time and money really, and really enjoy it, and can't see myself giving it up. And I think even if I kind of go away from the painting, which I don't think I'm going to, there's always going to be sort of something along those lines, whether it be different types of models or board games or whatever. Last question, a yes or no? Is there a cuter wargamer out there than Warhammer Joey? If you want a yes or no answer, the answer is probably no. You don't see cute wargamers. Although I'll say no. I'll say absolutely not. No one cuter. There we go. The answer's no. Good luck with the contest, Jameson Caine, and bye.